Hey, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, creator, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Lord, a Queens, New York native of Lawrence, Queens, New York. And yes, you're now rocking, listening, and watching the 330th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, live and direct, where we talk about wild, crazy, fun topics, which includes um, which includes entertainment news, real life stuff, which includes mass transit in New York, what's going on with the MTA, music news. We have music news, a little bit of mental health, a little bit of everything, which includes segments. All right. As I said, we are live and direct from StreamYard alongside with Instagram Live and YouTube. Of course, if you are new to the channel and you miss any of the episodes that's been dropped already whatsoever, don't worry, everything's all there, and I will basically handle the rest where you can listen, stream, and all that other stuff at the end of this podcast episode. Now, I do apologize for the delay. I wanted to actually make sure that I gather up some new topics for the upcoming episodes that's coming up. So that way I don't have to worry about running out of things to talk about. And yes, and yes, I had to actually make sure that I included the places as far as like fun things to do for the week and weekend, all that other stuff. I'm probably gonna cover it either today or tomorrow's episode, so who knows. um but other than that, man, I hope y'all basically had a nice weekend, enjoyed watching the Mets baseball games in Cincinnati, um, Atlanta, Georgia. Despite the April showers and despite the little mini earthquake that we had, I hope everybody was okay. I know a lot of people were very afraid and were in panic mode when that happened. And of course, I hope y'all were safe while watching the eclipse with the special glasses, the telescopes, microscope, whatever you used to actually look at the eclipse. Um, and I think the next time you're gonna actually see another solar eclipse will be August the 12th, 2045. So that'll be a long time from here, folks. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Um, let's see. Let's get into. Hang on a sec. Let's get into. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let me. Okay, let's get into this one right here. Yes, the New York Mass Transit Files, man. We got some things to talk about here. All that great stuff right there. All right, here it is. All right. All right, we got some stuff to get into right here. Starting with the pilot, the railings. Starting with the yellow railings right here. I did see that in one of the videos on YouTube. Shouts to the crew from Passengers United. I actually took a look at this actually. Now, I don't know if it'll stop everybody from being pushed to the tracks, but it's worth a shot though. So let's get into it right here. All right, let's get into it right here. Okay, so the MTA is installing new barriers on subway platforms at select stations as part of a pilot program to prevent people from falling to the train tracks. Good luck with that one. New yellow railings have been installed at the edge of the platform on the number one train's 191st Street stop in Washington Heights, which is in Manhattan. The transit agency shared on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Saturday. Not sure about all that, but not sure about all that. But anyway, the MTA also said railings would be installed at the Clark Street 2-3 stop in Brooklyn Heights and the West 8th Street New York Aquarium FQ stop in Coney Island, plus one additional stop that has yet to be determined. The railings are intended as a barrier to prevent people from careening down the tracks, though they do not cover the entire length of the platform. Gaps are included in spots on platforms where subway doors open. This is about finding creative ways to improve safety, and MTA Chief General Lieber in a statement. Yeah, right. It's still in an experimental phase, and we will be watching carefully to determine if the barriers are effective at deterring track intrusions without interfering with passenger circulation. If they pass the test, they if they pass the test, we will be ready to deploy widely. Hmm. Okay. Not sure about that. Um In 2022, 88 people were killed after ending up on subway tracks either by falling, jumping, or being pushed. That was a 30% increase from the year before. Damn, son. Damn. Damn, that's crazy, man. This is crazy right here. Oh my gosh, is right. There's more to this story. Yes, so after strap hanger Michelle Go was fatally pushed in front of an R train at Times Square in 2022, the MTA faced pressure from local politicians to start installing platform doors, a staple in the metro systems of Asian cities. A few years earlier in 2020, the MTA released a 4,000-page study that concluded platform doors aren't feasible on 344 of the city's 472 subway stops, as those platforms are too narrow to fit the doors and comply with space requirements mandated by the Americans with Disabilities Act. For the remaining 128 stations where platform doors are feasible, the MTA is estimated it would cost $7 billion to construct them. $7 billion. Soon after Go's death, however, the MTA changed course and committed to piloting platform doors at three stations: Times Square on the 7th, on the 7th, 3rd Avenue, 14th Street on the L, and Southern Boulevard, Archer Avenue on the E. That pilot, that pilot has, that pilot still has not commenced. However, yeah. Manhattan Borough President Mark Levine, one of the polls who pushed for platform doors, said he applauds the new railings as a cheap and easy alternative to keep strap hangers safe. It's critical that we find ways to reduce the number of riders who fall or push or are pushed onto the subway tracks, said Levine. So I applauded the MTA for this pilot, which is a relatively quick and easy way to add protection on the platform. I am excited to hear feedback from riders at 191st Street on how the railings work in practice. Okay. All right. So, on to the next subject involving the Queen's Graveyard. Okay. Um Yes, so the success of failure of Governor Kathy Hochul's marquee transit proposal, the Interborough Express connecting Brooklyn and Queens by light rail, is centered on a short, skinny tunnel underneath a Queens cemetery that the MTA says requires the line to be routed away from existing railroad tracks and onto the street, based on a long-time dream of transit planners and aficionados. The IBX would utilize existing railroad tracks called the Bay Ridge Branch, which were built for the Long Island Railroad but have long since been used only by freight, and only about one trip per day at that. The 14-mile spur runs from Bay Ridge, Brooklyn to Jackson Heights, Queens. Hochul first proposed reactivating the line for passenger service back in 2022. The project is set to bring rail service to several transit-starved neighborhoods and connect to 17 other train lines, while providing a crucial new link for Brooklyn and Queens residents to move between boroughs without having to take a train through Manhattan first. Hochul has described her vision for the IBX as a transformative investment in expanding the city's transit. Um, after undergoing a feasibility study, the MT opted not to endorse building a subway along the right of way. Instead, the MTA endorsed building light rail, which it has never constructed before in New York City, despite being in many cities around the world. The agency said this would be $3 billion cheaper. The overall plan is projected to cost $5.5 billion without sacrificing speed or capacity. So between $3 to $5 billion. Wow. In case you're wondering, this is from AMNY, the website. The basis for that claim lies buried among the dead beneath All Faiths Cemetery in Middle Village, Queens, just across the way from the M train's Metropolitan Avenue terminus. The cemetery opened for business in 1852, and today its 225 acres are the final resting place for um 540,000 people, including the grandparents, parents, and older brother of the former president, um, 40, 45. Cheeseface 45 to be exact. I'm not going to say his name, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Also, underneath all faiths is a short tunnel about 520 feet in length and 30 feet in width that freight trains under the CSX banner travel under and en route to and from Bay Ridge. The MTA says this tunnel is too narrow to add in passenger tracks alongside the freight ones, and expanding it would be prohibitively expensive and require disturbing final resting places above it. That in effect kills the possibility of using subways on the corridor, the MTA claims. Instead, light rail can be routed out of the railroad right or excuse me, right of way and onto busy Metropolitan Avenue, turning left on 69th Street before returning to the Bay Ridge branch tracks after 2/3 of a mile. Um, but diverting onto the roadway poses myriad challenges of its own. A group called the Effective Transit Alliance contends street running is the biggest threat facing the IBX project as a whole, according to the ETA's International Express Done Right report. The train would have to obey the city's 25-mile per hour speed limit, stop at traffic lights, and make tight turns, and that's before worrying about the trains getting stuck in traffic or blocked behind scofflaws. Anytime trains are forced to run on a busy street, travel time increases and worse reliability on the entire line can plummet, even for passengers traveling entirely on grade separated sections, the report reads. On the street, trolleys used to dominate American cities, but um, precipit- precipitously declined when the advent of the automobile meant trolleys were constantly stuck in traffic and became less reliable. In New York and other cities, trolley tracks were ripped up from yeah, ripped up, and streetcars were replaced by buses. Some cities still have on-street trolleys. Boston's Green Line runs on a mix of dedicated tracks, physically separated streetcar tracks, and in some cases, tracks running in the same right of way as traffic. The Green Line's E branch largely shares its right of way with cars in southern Boston and is the slowest and least reliable segment of the line, averaging just over 7 miles per hour. Street running also brings the possibility of trains colliding with cars, which could cause delays throughout the entire line. In in Dublin, the lost tram collided with vehicles, cyclists, or pedestrians 58 times from the beginning of 2021 to mid 2023, according to Transport Infrastructure Ireland. The ETA sees the same possibilities in the in the present plan for the IBX and contends that speed expanding the All Faiths tunnel would improve speed and dramatically increase reliability. Hold on. Yes, so the MTA has not indicated if the street running portion would be in a separate right of way or mixed traffic. The finer points will be determined in the upcoming design phase. An agency spokesperson said that if done right, they do not see speed and reliability issues arising from street running. The spokesperson cited um, light rail systems in Melbourne, Australia, and across the river in Jersey City as examples where light rail efficiently runs in mixed traffic. In spots where it runs in mixed traffic, Jersey City's Hudson Bergen light rail can run at about 25 miles per hour on sections with dedicated rights of way on rail. It can run 60 miles per hour, according to the New York Times. Cut and cover. What's more, the street running plan has the potential of engendering significant neighborhood opposition and even lawsuits putting the state on a costly defensive. City Council member Robert Holden, who represents the area at City Hall, says that he conceptually supports the IBX and the notion of better transit in his community, but called the on street proposal a deal breaker and instead endorsed expanding the tunnel. End quote. If you can't use the track area, the deal is off, Holden said in an interview with AM New York Metro. It would be a tremendous disruption. And I think you'd also have homeowners fighting. They don't want their land taken, they don't want their homes taken. Some also believe the MTA is bluffing in its sky high cost estimates for expanding the All Faiths Tunnel. Alon Levy, a researcher at New York University's Marin Institute of Urban Management, who contributed to the ETA report and whose work focuses on the cost of building transit, believes the MTA can dig the tunnel using the cut and cover method, which was common when the subway was first built, but has fallen out of favor due to the immense disturbance it causes to local communities. That problem doesn't necessarily present itself at all faiths, since everyone there is dead. Cut and cover is much cheaper and technically simpler than underground boring, which has become the predominant method of choice for tunnel construction. Levy believes that breadth of cost could easily start with millions instead of billions. Because everyone next to where the tunnel would go is dead, they can use cheaper swallow, cut and cover. Oh man, to add two passenger tracks next to the CSX tunnel, said Levy. Done right, it's in the tens of millions, even at the per cubic meter cost of 96th Street on Second Avenue subway. It's around $50 million. Wow. That sounds like a lot of money right here, man. Shit. It is a lot of money if you really want to get technical. Yes. Yes, it is. And who is this? Hey, what is going on, Dominique? How's everything? I hope you enjoyed your vacation and all that great stuff. Appreciate you. Here we go. Tens of millions may sound like a lot for a short tunnel, but it's a lot less than what the MTA says it would cost to route the IBX under all faiths. In its planning study, the MTA projected conventional rail would cost $8.5 billion, a 3 billion premium over light rail. Damn, really? Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Um, Let me see. An agency spokesperson said that to avoid disturbing graves would require boring a 1.5-mile long tunnel deep underground instead of the short, shallow dig to expand the current tunnel. The Levees Institute. Hang on. Okay, the Levees Institute. The levees The levy's estimate is speculation rather than a former appraisal, an MTA spokesperson said, not noting further that they are not an engineer. The spokesperson noted that the agency hasn't yet determined a feasibility of a shallow tunnel for light rail. Hmm. So let's see. Um, Maso Mausoleum in the way. The MTA didn't provide a cost estimate specifically for expanding the tunnel under all faiths, but noted other premiums for subway development include differences in stations, signaling, power stations, storage, and maintenance, as well as the presence of the Fresh Pond Rail Yard nearby. However, the existing tunnel does not even go further the grave dense sections of all faiths. The tunnel mainly runs under the cemetery's driveway, and the only resting places that partially run in the way are within the Eternal Light Community Mausoleum, which which has space for 552 crypts, but is only partially full. Brian Siobhan, The superintendent at All Faiths told AM New York Metro that moving the mausoleum was technically feasible, though it would be a difficult undertaking. It's on pylons and they go below ground. They go one deep below ground, encased in cement, Siobhan noted. So it's not just a level to the ground, it's one down deep, and it's all cement. Moving the mausoleum would also pose complex bureaucratic challenges, with the MTA possibly having to compensate the families of those eternally resting there. The All Faiths Board, courts, and the state's division of cemeteries would also need to be involved, Siobhan said. Um, it wouldn't be the first time graves were moved for a public works project in the area. A large number of final resting places were disturbed in the 1930s to construct the Jackie Robinson Parkway, a highway link between Brooklyn and Queens that runs through the cemetery belt, an area on the borough's border densely packed with graveyards. Before being renamed for the barrier Breaker Slugger in 1997, the road was known as the Interborough Parkway. Either way, um, um, Siobhan couldn't say for sure whether the mausoleum would need to be moved at all and would have to consult an engineer on that question. That's because he said the MTA has never contacted All Faiths about possibly expanding the tunnel or the transit project generally. And Siobhan said he hadn't even heard of the IBX until an AM New York Metro reporter contacted him. An, M- an MTA spokesperson said that property owners along the right of way would be consulted in the IBX's upcoming design phase. Siobhan also agreed with Holden Holden that for the Middle Village community's sake, he preferred running the IBX through the tunnel as opposed to the street. That would be total chaos, Siobhan said, of the street running proposal, going through the already underground tunnel that's already there, if it doesn't cause catastrophic displacement inside the cemetery, would be would probably be better than putting the tracks on the streets. Avoiding a boondoggle. In a statement, an MC spokesperson said that nothing has been set in stone yet, and more questions will be answered about the project in the upcoming design phase. Governor Hochul, in her state address last week, directed the MTA to begin preliminary design and engineering alongside the environmental review of the Interborough Express, where all benefits and impacts will be thoroughly studied, said NT spokesperson Eugene Resnick. The design of the transformational project is still in the very early stages. Um, we will be working with all relevant stakeholders across the project area to ensure a robust engagement process. Hochul's office deferred to the MTA for comment. The MTA wants to prevent the IBX from becoming an expensive boondoggle, something the agency is all too familiar with. The first phase of the Second Avenue subway, which extended the queue to 96th Street, stewed in the idea muck for nearly 90 years. And by the time it was completed in 2017, about $4.5 billion had been spent. Phase two, which will bring the queue to 125th Street and Lexington Avenue, is currently projected to cost about $7.7 billion, including the cost of servicing debt. Damn. So 4.5 to 7.7. Damn. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Mammoth East Side Access Project was finally completed early last year, bringing Long Island Railroad service to Grand Central Terminal. That project, also stewing for decades, formally began planning in the 90s with transit honchos projecting completion within a decade. Ultimately, though, the project was not complete for about 25 years and ran nearly triple its original budget with a final balance at about $11.6 billion. Sheesh. Yeah, the MCA bigwigs contend they have learned hard lessons from the boondoggles of the past and have internalized better contracting practices. In 2022, NTHC General Lever said the agency completed the third track project on the Long Island Railroad's main line on time and $100 million under budget. The IBX is based on a proposal by the Regional Plan Association called the Triborough, which would have extended the line all the way to Co-op City in the Bronx and created the only rail link between the Bronx, Queens, and Brooklyn. But the Boogie Down was left out of the final proposal because it would conflict with the MCA's Penn's Penn Access project, which will eventually bring Metro North trains to Penn Station via the Hellgate Bridge. That bridge, the MTA contends, isn't wide enough to fit Amtrak, Metro North Freight, and the IBX. So we'll see. We'll see about that though. Yo, let me know in the comments what you think about this topic right here, man, and the other transit topic that I just talked about here in the comment section. All right. So we're gonna go into okay, we're going to go into Lil Nas X, man. He's at it again. He's at it again. Why, you ask? Well, I got you covered. I got you covered in a little thing that I like to call chatting all the jazz. All right, so Hurricane Chris is the main individual who got on Lil Nas X. So listen to this. This is from the people from Hip Hop DX. So Hurricane Chris is the latest artist to let it be known how offended he is by Lil Nas X's new single J Christ. And this took place on Saturday, January 13th. The A Baby rapper took to Instagram to share a video monologue and long caption criticizing Nas X's new single and video J Christ for its use of Christian imagery, which Chris considered playing with Jesus. Reminds me of that previous music video that he did, man, Dance with the Devil, which is a terrible idea, man. Terrible idea, man, to be giving him it yeah. It's just flat out awful. Come on now. Yeah. Bad idea, man. Bad idea. I have to agree with Hurricane Chris on this one. I really do, man. And he's really right on this. Ah, man. The things that a music artist like this guy here decides to use Christianity in his music video, like, come on. You got seriously, y'all really got he really has to do better than this, man. Not feeling it, but I do agree with Hurricane Chris. Calling the video the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in my life. He added, if you don't believe in Jesus or none of that, just don't play with it at all. Don't play with nobody religion." Ooh. Chris insisted that his position had nothing to do with the openly queer Nas X's sexuality. Right? I got LGBTQ people that I got love for. So this ain't because of that. In the video, Chris continued on a related theme. You think just because you got your community behind you that you could just do anything at this point, huh? Well, you got life fucked up and we slide behind Jesus. Ain't nobody playing like that, homeboy. Um let's see. You know what happened if you did this in a third world country? They wouldn't tolerate it, he said in the post caption. Now I see why such and such was on your head like that, cause he's seen that you was a straight fuck nigga, a little bitch ass fuck nigga, playing with Jesus like that. Chris continued, leaving the prior antagonist unnamed, though some suspected. Hang on. Though some Though some suspected he was referring to Boosie Badass's long running back and forth with Nas X. Use a mark. Hurricane Chris isn't the only public figure to express issues with Jay Christ, as Lecrae criticized Nas X for mocking Jesus over the weekend. He's getting the attention he wants from folks at the risk of searing his conscious sick. Lecrae wrote on social media. Still, if God can transform King Neb murders, sick slave masters, sex workers, etc., he can add another blasphemer to the list. Twitch streamer Kai Sinat and boxer Ryan Garcia expressed similar concerns. Yeah, I don't blame these guys, man. I really don't blame these guys, man, for calling out Lil Nas X. Really, really. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Speaking of crazy, man, have you ever heard of people waiting on a long ass line for 8 hours for an In-N-Out burger? Listen to this. This is gonna sound crazy though, folks, but listen to this though, man. Hear me out though, man. All right, this is from the New York Post. I was saving this a while back actually. Um, all right, so all right, so let's see where can we start here? So they were anything but in and out. Burger lovers were so desperate to try Idaho's first In and Out, they waited up to 8 hours in line, with some even camping out overnight. Damn, these people are fucking crazy. These people are crazy. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't. You're never gonna catch me waiting outside for 8 fucking hours on no fucking In and Out burger. Doesn't matter what state it is, man. That's stupid. That's stupid right there. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, so The excitement for the California-based chains celebrated patties, fries, and shakes was so intense that hundreds were already waiting for the drive-through when it opened in Meridian on Tuesday at 9 a.m., much earlier than typical hours, the Idaho Statesman reported. The demand meant it was anything but fast food, with signs soon warning those joining the massive line to expect 7 to 8 hour waits, the outlet said. Some customers even decorated their cars for the festive occasion. That's so stupid. Uh, Idaho got its first In and Out, and it's absolutely sit and wait. One X user joked alongside drone footage of the line of cars. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Um Yeah, one couple, Marvin and Jackie Mejia, told the paper that they joined the line around 8:44 a.m. and were still about a dozen cars away from the drive-through over 2.5 hours later. Oh shit. the couple the couple who are originally from the Los Angeles area where In-N-Out burgers are easy to find have been waiting for this day since April, Jackie told the outlet of when the Idaho branch was announced. Good thing New York doesn't have In N Out burgers. That'd be ridiculous. The couple who are yeah, I already read that part. Despite the long wait, Marvin joked that they will return probably tomorrow. Yeah, good thing New York doesn't have fucking In and Out burgers. We got different variety of fast food restaurants. We got Five Guys, we got Sonic, we have McDonald's, aka Mickey D's, Burger King, Wendy's, all these other places, except for an In and Out burger, man. That's never gonna happen. I'm glad it's not gonna happen though, man. That'd be so stupid. That'd be so crazy and all that other stuff, man. Oh shit. That'd be so crazy, man. If I ever ever seen people waiting outside just to get some food from a fast food parlor. You don't see that shit in fucking Shake Shack. Not even the one by Jamaica Avenue. I don't be seeing a lot of people waiting outside by Jamaica Avenue for some damn fucking fast food stuff. Like, come on. Oh man. That's so funny and ridiculous, man. Oh man. Oh my goodness, man. This is so ridiculous, man. Anyway, another pair of California transplants. Anyway, man, another California transplants, Miranda and Chase Preston took their chances waiting on the in-person order line outside, which seemed to move faster. The statements noted. Jeez. Even so, it took over 45 minutes for the couple to receive their order, including a Flying Dutchman burger. Flying Dutchman. Oh man. Flying Dutchman burger off the not so secret menu. Oh wow. Some customers huddled under outdoor heaters while workers managed orders and checked on patrons. The Meridian In and Out in the Meridian In and Out is the chain's first Idaho location, and it's 400 nationwide. The statement noted. Oh boy. The company brought in an all-star team of employees to manage the blockbuster opening, but 20-year-old Diego Lopez, who works at an In and Out in Ucapa, California, traveled to Idaho to enjoy the opening with his friend Riley Lovato of Boyce. He told the Statesman. Lopez arrived at 5 a.m., hoping to be the first customer to qualify for a free burger coin, but was already beaten out by dozens of cars and people tenting out near the front door. He told the outlet, I think why I like In N Out so much is because they really value the associates, the guests, and the community. It's not just about the burgers, Lopez added. Some locals, however, decided to skip the opening day craze. Dennis and Doris Dubois of Ego told the Statesman they would return when the frenzy is over in a week or two. Doris, age 81, said that she appreciated how In N Out prints Bible verses on its food packaging. The milkshake cups, for example, bear Proverbs 3, 3, 5, while the soda cups are embla- emblazoned with John 3:16. They have really good they have really good quality food and it's inexpensive compared to a lot of places, she told the outlet. Some area residents complained about the traffic from the opening of Boyce Fine Foods, a private Facebook group, the Statesman reported. Was it possible to choose a worse place? I'll wait months for the crowd to die down before I go. One commenter, Anna, Anna Maria Zavala, wrote on the In and Out's impact on already busy intersection. Who cares? It's a hamburger. Whitney Larson chimed in. Two more Idaho In and Out locations are planned for Nampa and Boys, the outlet said. Yeah. I think anybody's fucking crazy enough to actually do some shit like that, man. Waiting 8 hours just for a fucking burger and fries and shit. Like, come on. There's plenty. there's plenty. There's plenty of fast food joints to go to, man. why does it always have to be that one spot in Idaho in and out? Like seriously, like come on now. Like y'all y'all people are the worst compared to the people waiting outside Times Square waiting for a PlayStation 2. Oh my gosh, man. All right, man. Yeah, speaking of which, man. Oh my goodness. So oh man. Here's another crazy story. Oh man. Here's another crazy story, man. And from this happened recently on the fucking Oscars this year. So we have a wipeout here that we need to talk about here. And this is from the people. This is from the People website, man. So let's see. Let's see. Liza Koshy is a total pro at keeping her cool even when faced with an Oscars wipeout. Here's what's happening here, man. The actress walked the carpet at the 2024 Academy Awards in a dramatic red off the shoulder machessa 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 gown. Simon G. Jewels and massive platform heels, but the heels proved to be her downfall. Her downfall. Oh man, literally. Oh man. As she was moving down the red carpet, posing for photos, she seemingly lost her footing and took a massive tumble, collapsing onto the red carpet. Through it all, she kept laughing, which is par for the course for the funny lady. If you want to see this video, you can go to the People website to watch the wipeout happen. Yeah, and I think somebody already posted this on X already. Oh, this person said, "Oh man, poor Liza Koshy just took a tumble on the Oscars red carpet. Hope she's okay." Yeah, I don't know. Everyone around her rushed to. Oh wow. Everyone around her rushed to help her back up, and she continued down the carpet posing for photos, but not without help from those around her to ensure she didn't fall again. Yeah, that's funny, man. That's the funniest shit that I ever heard this year. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, man. This is the funniest wipeout that I ever heard this year. Like seriously, that's crazy. Oh man. anyway, anyway, let me just get this out the way. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part, man. Where were we? Yes. So an AP video showed no an AP video shared on X by Variety reported Cat C Steven showed the whole fall in action and Koshi's incredible recovery. Oh, okay. Oh man. Koshi certainly knows how to make a statement on the red carpet. At last year's Golden Globe Awards, she brought back the exposed thong trend, wearing a custom Morphew um a- atelier Victorian lace and beaded gown that was all glamour in the front and party in the back. The sheer vintage style dress featured delicate lace details and intricate beadwork. But once Koshi turned around, viewers got a full view of her matching lace thong where her dress dipped way down low. Koshi stylist Katie Kean um paired the gown with a vintage Dior necklace that added even more drama to the look. Oh boy. Yeah, look, this is crazy, man. I bet you that shit was so fucking expensive, man. I bet you that shit was so expensive. You know what I'm saying? I bet you that shit was so expensive. It's not even it's not even a joke. Yeah, that's funny, man. That's really funny right there though, man. All right, so we go on to 42 Doug. All right, so we go on to 42 Doug right here, right? All right, so Detroit's own 42 Doug marked his triumphant return to the music scene with a spectacular welcome home concert at the Little Caesars Arena on Friday, which took place January 20th. The sold out event turned into a star-studded affair. One moment. Featuring electrifying performances from A-listers like Meat Mill, Yo Gotti, Little Baby, Lil Durk, Jeezy, and more. Notably, Doug seized the moment to bridge gaps and foster unity within Detroit's hip hop community. The concert witnessed a historic reconciliation as Doug brought together long standing rivals, Doughboys, Cashout, and Team Eastside, effectively ending the city's East West rivalry. The gesture aimed to promote solidarity and collaboration among local artists. The homecoming celebration also showcased Detroit's rich talent with performances by Babyface Ray, Peasy, Dej Loaf, and other influential figures in the city's hip hop scene. The collective effort not only celebrated Doug's return, but also emphasized the power of music to unite communities. Doug's journey back to the stage follows a period of incarceration from May 2022 to October 2023. Since his release, he wasted no time returning to the studio, teaming up with Yo Gotti immediately after leaving prison. Before his hiatus, 42 Doug delivered the acclaimed Free Damn. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, Freedom Boys Project featuring collaborations with Future, Lil Durk, Fabio Foreign, Roddy Rich, and ESTG. The album debuted at number 8 on the Billboard 200. with standout tracks like For the Gang making waves on the charts. As the sold out Welcome Home concert echoed with the cheers of Detroiters, it marked Dugg's triumph, triumph and symbolized the resilience and unity of the city's vibrant hip hop community. Ah, okay, hold on a second. Before I go into some more hip hop stuff, let's go into Common. Hold on. Common is looking to land a role in the Spider-Verse series and believes he has not only the acting chops but the physical attributes to back it up. The Chicago rap veteran posted a video on Instagram on Monday that took place January 22nd, showing him doing multiple Spider-Man push-ups during an appearance on NBC's Today with Hoda and Jenna. The MC wrote in his post, "Tell him to put me in the Spider Verse," before adding, "How many Spider-Man push-ups you got?" Common stopped by the show to promote his new book, and then We Rise, a guide to loving and taking care of self, which is set to be released on Tuesday. Actually, it's out right now, though. Actually, it's out right now. The Go rapper wouldn't be the first hip hop figure to join the Spider Verse. Metro Boomin curated the soundtrack for 2023 Spider Man Across the Spider Verse and also had a brief cameo in the movie. The super producer recruited a star studded cast for the project, including future Lil Uzi Vert, Nas, 21 Savage, Lil Wayne, ASAP Rocky, Offset, which I'll get to next. Two Chains, Sway Lee from Ray Shremmerd, Jid, Coy Ray, Wiz Kid, James Blake, and more. Yeah, yeah. Donald Glover aka Childish Gambino, has also been a part of the movie franchise starring as Aaron Davis in Across the Spider Verse. Common first announced his new book back in October. The rapper and actor explained that the book will feature tips on health and wellness in all aspects, not just physical health, but mental, emotional, and spiritual health as well. The title also appears to pay homage to the late Maya Angelou's poem "Still I Rise," which he which he has often cited as a huge source of inspiration. Um, Exciting news, fam! I've got a new book coming in January 2024, which is already out right now, called "And Then We Rise." He wrote on social media, "It's all about health and wellness, inspired by the tough times we all experienced together a few years ago when everyone was thinking about staying healthy. I started sharing my journey on Instagram, working out and sharing healthy food recipes, and folks started asking for advice. So I decided to put it all in a book to spread some good energy and love, especially in my communities." He continued and quote, "This book covers it all: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. It's got my journey from diet changes to workouts and even therapy for my mind and soul. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. You don't have to go from 0 to 100. Find what works for you, fam, and you'll be a better you. Ah, yeah, he's I actually agree with this, man. I actually agree with this though. Like, not a lot of people talk about mental health and stuff though, man. But whenever I go to people's live streams and all that other stuff, I feel like I have a duty to actually, ask them because I know a lot of people always saying that I'm weird for asking about their mental health as far as their well being and stuff like that. But nobody's doing it anymore as far as like, nowadays. Because, you know, I'm a type of person that doesn't want to assume that everybody's fine when in reality they're really going through something. You know what I'm saying? I hope to all the folks out there who who's listening right now, man, understand my intentions. My intentions are good. You feel me? So I just wanted to put it out there though, man. But yes, I do agree. I do agree that mental health, physical, emotional, and spiritual health is very important, which is part of your well being. You can't put a price on that. Yeah, you can't put a price on that shit though, man. You know what I mean? One moment. Yeah. Yeah, let's make some noise for Common, man. And if you haven't gotten his book already, go check it out, man. I'm pretty sure you can relate to this. All right, what do you say we go to Offset? Here we go. Um, all right, so here's what's going on here, and I haven't even had a chance to get to this, but um, so Offset will be hitting the road for the first time as a solo act and not under the Migos umbrella. The Atlanta native announced plans for his Set It Off tour um on Tuesday that took place January 23rd. It's slated to kick off in March, which already happened. Um, hang on. Set It Off is more than a phrase, it's a vibe we're creating together. This tour is not just a series of concerts, it's a journey into my mind, all set relayed in a statement. I'm ready to hit the road on my first solo headline tour, um, bringing the heat, and most importantly, giving the fans a new way to experience my music. Um, Offset's first North American trek since Quavo and the late great Takeoff will begin in Philadelphia. Um, it will be. It began in Philadelphia March 10th and makes stops in New York City, Boston, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago, Illinois, Denver, Colorado, Phoenix, Arizona, Los Angeles, California, Dallas, and Houston, Texas, before wrapping up in his hometown of Atlanta. There's still no word on possible openers. The tour announcement comes in support of Offset's sophomore album of the same name, Set It Off, which arrived in October. Um, all right, so the LP debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 with 70,000 album equivalent units moved in the first week. In the first week, and 59.1 million on demand streams. To execute his vision, Offset recruited a plethora of excuse me, superstar guests, superstar guests on the expedition, including Travis Scott, Cardi B, Don Toliver, Future, Lotto, Chloe Bailey, and more. So, so this all started from March 10th, um, in Philadelphia, the Fillmore, Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, um, Silver Spring, Maryland. Yeah, Maryland. Yeah, Silver Spring, Maryland. It took place in New York City. It already took place there, Palladium, Times Square. The Fillmore, Silver Spring, Palladium, Times Square. March 15th, Boston, Massachusetts, Citizens House of Blues, Boston. March 17th, Toronto on History. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yeah. Um, yeah. March 19th, Detroit, Michigan. The Fillmore, Detroit. March 20th, Grand Rapids, Missouri. Grand Rapids, what is it? Yeah, that's Michigan right there. Um, at GLC Live at 20 Monroe. Cincinnati, Ohio, Bogarts, Chicago, Illinois, Byline Bank, Aragon Ballroom, Denver, Colorado, Fillmore Auditorium. And of course, March 29th, Los Angeles, California, Hollywood Palladium, March 30th, San Francisco, California, um, the Masonic, April 1st, what is it? Anaheim, California. Um, House of Blues, Anaheim. April 3rd, Phoenix, Arizona, the Van Buren. April 5th, Dallas, Texas, Southside Ballroom. April 7th, Houston, Texas, Bayou Music Center, Southside Ballroom. And the last, Atlanta, Georgia, Coca-Cola Roxy. So that's a little bit of a recap of what Offset's been doing, though. So let's get to let's get to all right, let's get to Juvenile. All right, so, and this is according to Yahoo Entertainment. Yahoo Entertainment. So, Juvenile believes that time can heal all wounds and that his Hot Boys group mates will move past any underlying tensions that put plans for a reunion tour on hold for now. No negativity for me. No negativity for me, man. You know, with me, I always say it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Time heals. Let him. We gotta let him simmer down a little bit, and trust me, it's happening. The slow motion artist told TMZ in a recent interview, fans have speculated that any momentum on bringing the idea to fruition has been stalled due to alleged infighting, namely between BG and Lil Wayne. Murmurs about the NOLA rap group gracing the stage as a unit again have been circulating since BG was released from prison after serving 12 years of a 14-year sentence in September 2023. At the top of the year, he fueled fanfare over the tour when he hopped on Instagram Live to call out Wayne. Wheezy, stop playing, man. It's a big bag involved, man. You heard me? I know you super rich. I know you like Taylor Swift out here. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Let's get to this bag, he said. Around the same time, BG released his single Gangstafied, raising eyebrows at what was perceived to be a diss at his former collaborator, my nigga Boosie. Went home and my dog was steady blowing my nigga Wheezy steady touring, but he's a bitch. And it's showing I'm still a living legend. Don't act like you didn't know it, he rapped BG. He rapped. BG would later clarify that the rap icon is like a little brother to him, that his lyrics are a mirror of how complicated family business can be, and that the two hash things out. Last month, the the Amelie artist appeared on the 400 podcast, where he spoke about the possibility of hitting the the road with his former group. I think we spoke about it a few times, but they have situations like BG just coming home, so he got to work it out. Can he tour? Can he travel? You know what I mean? Things like that. Juvenile is ready and Turk is ready, but we really got to see if Jeezy can move around and all that. Explain Wayne. In the meantime, in the meantime, BG is steadily getting back into his craft. He released his second single, Really Understand, and I and a video in mid-February. Check it out below. Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube and all that great stuff right there, man. So we'll see what happens with these guys, man. If they could settle their differences and stuff, so they could actually do a reunion tour, so that would be nice. So yeah, there you have it right there. Let's see. Let's see. Anything else I missed? Let me see if I missed out on anything. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Um. All right. All right, so we got some TV premieres to go over actually, man. Let's go over some TV premieres, shall we? Um yeah, we go over some TV premieres in a segment that I like to call TV show checkouts, man. Let's get into it right here. All right, we got some TV premieres to actually go over. Before I even go into the Fallout series, which is based on the video game, actually, if you will. Um, yeah, it's based on the video game, actually. Um, yeah, All American came out with its premiere last week. So let's get into the breakdown on who's coming back and who isn't. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see. I want to actually see who's coming back though. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and of course, this is from AOL. Of course, I'm actually going to get into. Yeah. All right. So the NFL season may be over, but All American is gearing up for a return that will fully satisfy those football cravings. The series, which premiered in 2018, centers on Spencer James, played by Daniel Ezra, a rising high school football player at South Crenshaw High School, who gets recruited by Beverly Hills coach Billy Baker, played by Tay Diggs. Forced to move in with Billy and his family to protect his transfer permit. And the show follows Spencer as he struggles to find his footing while balancing football, romance, friendships, and his dual life in Beverly Hills and Crenshaw. Over the years, the show has reached beyond football to touch on various topics, including violence, relationships, and racism. After after the season 5 finale in May 2023, the critically acclaimed drama was named the number one series with the largest total audience across all platforms and the network's most watched series on digital streaming service, like the CW app, which I'll get to in a couple of seconds. Along with accolades, season 5 brought a plethora of changes, including a mid-season exit from Diggs after his character was killed while trying to save students from a bus crash. As the mainstay and guiding light for the series, Billy's death caused shockwaves through the All American universe, including for Spencer and Billy's kids. Twins includes Olivia, played by Samantha Logan, and Jordan, played by Michael Evans Belling. Um, While speaking about his decision to step away from his role, Diggs told Entertainment Weekly why he felt killing Billy off the series was an important step in moving the show forward. Um, I love it. I love the fact that it's going to give the actors so much more to work with. He told the outlet in February 2023, "There's no real closure, so the story is so rich." Spencer lost his second father figure. It's in alignment with what the writing has been in all the seasons, which is which it which is it catches people off guard. Watching how they deal with this is very similar to what happens in actual life. Not everything is always wrapped up. There are There are unfinished chapters and unresolved issues, but we have to continue to move forward. Season 6 was officially renewed in January 2023 and is set to return this April, which already happened last week. Details details remain under wraps, but for Belling, he's just thankful to be part of a series that continues to discuss more complex topics. I'm hoping maybe one day Jordan will slip into a little bit of a mental state that needs to be explored on the show. He exclusively told Us Weekly in November 2022, but just to be able to be a part of a show that I believe accurately depicts mental illness and shows our youth that it gets better. As dark as it may seem, it gets better. I think that we're all very fortunate to be a part of a show who that that does that. That doesn't shy away from those tougher topics. Okay, so who's coming back in season 6, man? I'm Let's break this down, man. Who's coming back? So series, hold on a second. Wait for this plane to pass. All right. As far as who's coming back, let's break this down. So series star Ezra will return as Spencer James along with Logan Belling, Greta Greta Oni Onigu Onigu, um, Breezy and um, Cody Christian, Chelsea Tavares, um, Karima Westbrook, Monet Mazur, Kareem J. Grimes, Jalen Hall, and Mustafa Speaks round out the main cast. So let's see. I'm not even gonna. Nah, you know what? I don't want to go into any spoilers, man. You know what I mean? Just wanted to actually give y'all a breakdown on who's going to be back, actually. So, you know what I'm saying? And as far as yeah, as far as like I'm not gonna do any episode by episode spoilers, so I'm not gonna get into that right there. So, I'll leave that to you folks out there who watch All Americans. So, all right. So, what is the plot of season 6, you ask? An official press release revealed in February that season 6 of the CW series will find the characters in a new chapter of their lives. Both Jordan and Spencer are officially eligible for the NFL draft, while Olivia returns from London with plans to honor Billy's legacy. Spencer and Olivia must also reconnect after spending time apart, and Layla and Jordan face growing pressures that test their relationship. Hmm. All right, so Coop will continue to flex her legal muscles while supporting patients through her healing journey after she was stabbed in the final moments of season 5. Asher, for his part, is focused on navigating life as a new parent with Jamie, played by Maya Horcher, while Laura settles into the next stage of her personal and professional life after Billy's death. So, so who is not returning? So let's get into who's not going to be returning. So, um, after falling to his death while saving kids from a bus accident in season 5, Diggs is unlikely to show up during season 6, but could make appearances in flashback sequences. Coach Montez, Asher's Coastal California University football coach, will also be missing after Kamar D. Los Reyes died at age 56 in December 2023 after a battle with brain cancer. Damn, that sucks. Um, in March 2024, news broke that Hunter Cloudis would not be returning for season 6. A rep for the show told TV Line that Cloudis um, character JJ's storyline organically wrapped at the end of season 5. However, Cloudis previously hinted that he felt unwelcome on the set, which began to take a toll on his mental health. He claimed via an Instagram comment in November 2023 that he wanted to come back for the fans, but at the end of the day, it was their decision to not continue JJ's character. Wow. Wow. Um wow. That's wow. Wow. And and for where you can actually watch this, right? Um yeah. So of course, obviously it's 13 episodes in season 6. I'm not gonna get into spoilers and stuff, so let me just not um hold on a minute. I'm not gonna get into any spoilers here though, but as far as anything, and hang on. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so let me just okay. So obviously you can, if you missed out on All American and the first 2 episodes already, don't worry. You can catch All American on Mondays at 8 p.m. Mondays at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern on the CW. And you can even stream it on the CW app. And you can even do it on demand. You can even stream it on Netflix. For those who have Netflix, you can even check that out as well. So the next one will be April 15th, which is a Monday. Same time, same place, same channel. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern on the CW. All right. And you can get the CW app as well to check out the episodes as well. Anytime, any place. So there you have it right there. In other TV news, man, let's get into Fallout. Let's get into Fallout. According to Tech Radar, Amazon's Fallout TV show is ready to emerge from its vault. Prime Video's take on on Bethesda hold on, hold on. But these does beloved post-apocalyptic games. Hold on. All right. Prime Video's take on um Bethesda's beloved post-apocalypse. Hold on, post-apocalypse games is out tonight. It's already out right now, which is that's April 10th. If you're reading this around its release, and we thoroughly enjoyed what it had to offer. So yeah, so there you have it. So once you are done seeing why we had to atomically entertain time with Prime Video series, you'll need to quickly acc- acclimate yourself with everything we know about the streamers TV. No, the streamers TV adaptation of Fallout. Luckily for you, we rounded out every piece of important information about the genre bending show, including its newly revised release date, cast, list, story details, blah, 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 and future seasons and more. All right, so Amazon's Fallout TV show is set to premiere on Prime Video, one of the world's best streaming services on Wednesday, which came out on Wednesday, which was April 10th, as well in the US. Anyway, the UK and Australian viewers can stream it on Thursday, which is today, April 11th. The series previously revised launch date. It was initially set to arrive on Friday, April 12th. Usually, brand new Prime Video shows or the series' newest entry arrives with a 2 or 3 episode premiere. However, in a marked departure for Amazon TV originals, all 8 episodes will be available to watch on launch day. Yay! The official trailer for Prime Video's Fallout arrived on March 7th, which was last month, and it invited you to a hilariously grim party at the end of the world. There are tons of Easter eggs and other universe specific references for Fallout fans to pick out, as well as a bigger teaser about what the TV adaptation's plot will be about. Not only that, but we also get a better look at its primary cast of characters. Um, the game franchise's signature humor and lots of faithful nods to Fallout's most iconic elements, including its vaults, power armor suits, mutated monsters, and beautifully dystopian landscape. Um, all right, so the first trailer's unveiling came 5 days after our first look at Fallout's TV series via various official images. Yeah. You should read our article. You should read our article on 7 things that the Fallout TV show images don't tell you if you are searching for more clues about what was debuted in them and the trailer too. Lastly, if you missed its unveiling on March 20th, you can watch the first official clip, which teased an R-rated Western standoff that suggests it'll be one of the funnier shows of 2024 below. So let's see. And here are the cast listings that's in the Fallout TV show. We have Ella Parnell as Lucy McLean, Walton Goggins, as the Ghoul slash Cooper Howard, Aaron Moulton as Maximus, Kyle Mc Kyle McLachlan, um, as Hank McLean, Moises Arias as Norm McLean, um, Zelia Mendez Jones as Dane, Michael Emerson as Siggy Wilzig, Johnny Pemberton as Thaddeus, Sarita Chowdhury as Mold Ava, Dave Register as Chet, Mike Doe as Mr. Spencer, Cherian Davis as Birdie, Dale Dickey as Ma June, Maddie Maddie Cardaro Cardaropo, Maddie Cardaropo as Huey, Annabelle O'Hagan as Steph, Matt Berry as Mr. Handy, Leslie Uggams as Betty Pearson, Zach Cherry as Woody Thomas, Rodrigo Luzzi as Reg McPhee, Chris Parnell as Ben, Francis Turner as Bob Howard, and Tegan Meredith as Janie Howard. There we go. And of course, there's some more information. So of course, I'll get into it here. Of the above, Parnell, Goggins, and Moulton are the show's three leads. Okay, so in case you didn't know, they are from Arcane, Army of the Deed. That's where Parnell's from. Goggins from Ant-Man and the Wasp and Justified, and Moulton is from Emancipation and Father Stew. Parnell's Lucy is arguably the series' primary protagonist. The Army of the Dead star was locked into Fallout's lead role in March 2022, 1 month after Goggins was announced as the series' first cast member. Per a Prime Video press blast, Lucy is an optimistic vault dweller whose idealistic view of the world is challenged when she embarks on a dangerous trip across the wasteland. Goggins, meanwhile, has been installed as the Ghoul, a ruthless and cynical bounty hunter who hides a mysterious past. The show's first trailer suggested we'll learn more about his backstory as Cooper Howard, a 21st century A-list actor throughout its 8-episode run, with the teaser showing his family-centric life prior to a devastating nuclear event that destroyed the world as we know it. As for Moulton, he'll portray Maximus, a member of Fallout's iconic Brotherhood of Steel faction, a group of military hardware-toting zealots who plug the socio-political gap in the absence of an official government. Labeled a young soldier with a tragic past, Maximus is said to believe in the Brotherhood's mission to bring stability to the wasteland at any cost. Like Lucy, though, his worldview will be questioned as the plot progresses. McLachlan, from Twin Peaks is playing Hank, Lucy's father, and Vault 33's oversee, aka leader. Other confirmed character identities include Michael Emerson from Lost as Siggy Wilzig and a neat, enigmatic wanderer who reportedly helps Lucy on her quest per Vanity Fair. Mike Doyle, Mike Doyle from Law and Order as another Vault 33 resident called Mr. Spencer Moises Arias. No, Moises Arias from The King of Staten Island as Norm, Lucy's brother, and Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows in a dual role as the voice of multi-purpose robot Mr. Handy. And yeah, I want y'all to get a better understanding what the Fallout TV series based on the video game is basically about. So, here's the official synopsis of Amazon's Fallout TV show. Based on one of the greatest video game series of all time, Fallout is the story of haves and have-nots in a world in which there's almost nothing left to have. 200 years after the apocalypse, the gentle denizens of luxury fallout shelters are forced to return to the irradiated hellscape their ancestors left behind and are shocked to discover an incredibly complex, gleefully weird, and highly violent universe waiting for them. In the Fallout franchise, a 2-hour nuclear bomb exchange between the U.S. and China, um, known in universe as the Great War, decimates planet Earth in October 2077. Those lucky enough to survive the brief but destructive event did so in vaults. Subterranean bunkers built across the US from 2054 onwards by a mysterious company called Vault Tech that could support up to 1,000 people each in the event of nuclear war. Fallout's TV adaptation is set 219 years after the cataclysmic event in the year 2022 96. Yes, 2296 is the year. Lucy, a wide-eyed and naive inhabitant of the Los Angeles located Vault 33, um, ventures above ground for the first time when she willingly agrees to embark on a one person rescue mission for reasons that enter spoiler territory. Um, as Nolan pointed out to Vanity Fair, though Lucy's utopian view of the world is quickly shattered, and that her collision and the hard reality of other people's experiences and what happened to the people who frankly were left behind, left to die, makes for a chastening experience that threatens the virtuous perspective she learned about underground. As the show's likely first season progresses, Lucy's story will intersect with the ghouls and Maximus. Expect dramatic fireworks when the trio cross paths and their wildly different outlooks on life subsequently clash. Fallout fans will be pleased to learn that the TV adaptation hasn't left the franchise's dark, absurd, and twisted sense of humor, complete with um, macabre levels of levity and sardonic slant on modern day America behind. Um, but Bethesda Games director Todd Howard, um, who oversees the Fallout franchise and is one of the show's executive producers, told Vanity Fair, in quote, "We had a lot of conversations over the style of humor, the level of violence, the style of violence. Fallout can be very dramatic and dark and post-apocalyptic, but you see, hold on, but you need to weave in a little bit of a wink. I think they um I think they tr- treaded that needle very well, which includes Nolan, Joy, and the showrunners. As mentioned, Fallout's prestige TV iteration will also explore 21st century issues and themes through its story, and two particular 60s, 70s movies were key inspirations behind weaving such topics and melodrama through the show's otherwise tongue in cheek tone. Just as MASH gets to talk about Vietnam through the lens of the Korean War, Nolan told Empire magazine, "We get to talk about the mess we're in now through the lens of what if everybody just gets on with it and destroys the fucking world." We talked about, no, hold on. We talked a lot about the good, the bad, and the ugly, Wagner added. That's three characters in search of a gold. No, excuse me, in search of a box of gold. So we asked ourselves, what's the gold in this world? As for the silly bugs and ridiculously funny glitches that the game series is renowned for, don't expect any such references to appear in Prime Video's adaptation. Speaking to IGN, Wagner said, in quote, one of my fondest memories playing Bastida game, the Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall, is a moment where I just bumped into the wall and watched the entire world fly away from me as I fell off. It was just transcendent. It was just transcendental and wonderful. I was like, can we get this in the show? And not in the first season, but it's definitely on my mind as a concept. But yeah, we stayed clear of too many winks. We really just want people to buy into this world and not be pushed out of it because a tall order. It's a pretty crazy place, and we just want to get people invested in that first. That said, fans can expect to see some of the game series' most famous iconography, the smiling thumbs up, touting Vault Boy, who get his own origin story in the TV show throughout. There'll be plenty of other nods to the games too, such as the inclusion of the wrist mounted Pit Boy device, mutated insects and monsters aplenty, and the iconic costumes, armor worn by Vault Dwellers and the Brotherhood of Steel. Those elements Nolan exclusively told Tech Radar would hopefully satisfy fans, especially as Fallout's TV show will be asking them to surrender other aspects of the games, which they might not necessarily agree with the changes it makes to the source material. Everything that happens in the Fallout TV show is official law to um, Bes- um, Bethesda, Bethesda's award-winning franchise too. We view what's happening in the show as canon. Howard told Vanity Fair, "That's what's great. When someone else looks at your work and then trans, translates it in some fashion." I looked at it. Some revised elements, like why didn't we do that? Add adds Wagner. We didn't start from a place of characters from the games, Wagner said. We set things after. We kind of told ourselves this is Fallout 5. This is just another installation, and we're starting with fresh snow. Elaborately further in an exclusive chat with Tech Radar, Howard revealed that the series includes the one thing we could never do in the games, that being exploring the franchise's alternate reality before the Great War decimated planet Earth. As mentioned in our cast section, we'll view the world through Cooper Howard's eyes in the lead up to the first bombs dropping, as well as the actual event itself. Essentially, whatever happens in Amazon's TV show then is officially part of Fallout's expansive universe. Um, Amazon hasn't officially announced that there'll be more seasons, but it's inevitable that its Fallout TV show will return. Considering the rave reviews its first season has earned, it'll not only take a spot on our best Prime Video show shortly, but it's also sure to be a big hit among general audiences, yourself included. Speaking exclusively to Tech Radar, Nolan said that really cool season two plans had been discussed in house, even though a second season hasn't been greenlit yet. At least publicly anyway. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the state of California has gifted a $25 million tax credit to Prime Video with the aim of luring the production over from New York. Ooh, over from New York, man. Wow. Um, yeah, it sounds like a decent. That sounds like a decent show to check out. Actually, yeah. Um, yeah. Um, hold on one second. All right. Let me see. Where were we? Where were we? Yes. Ordinarily, as THR claims, such offers are only made to TV shows that have been secretly renewed. So this is our clearest indication that Fallout Season 2 is already on the way. Hoping here's hoping we get confirmation on that front very soon. For more Prime Video based coverage, you can read our guides on the Rings of Power Season 2, all of the new Prime Video movies to arrive recently, and our pick of the best Prime Video movies. Yes, so you can check out Fallout on Amazon Prime Video. That's out. That's the first season's out already. Season 2 hasn't really Yeah, season two hasn't been greenlit yet, so I will probably do an update on when season two actually starts. Um, so so that'll be to be determined. All right. So there you have it, right there, folks. That was your TV shows that was your TV shows that actually premiered. Um, actually, hold on. Let me find out if it came out already. Hold on. Let me find out if it came out. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute here. I want to see something real quick. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it came out yesterday. Yeah, it came out. It came out yesterday. Season two already came out yesterday with 8 episodes already. So season two of Fallout is out on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon Prime Video, and and it's already it's already out with 8 episodes. It's 8 episodes of Fallout, so you can check that out for yourselves, man. All right. Um, so there you have it, right there, man. And like I said, man, don't expect any other any other Easter eggs as far as like anything in the games that's going to be followed and stuff. So creatively speaking, I mean, you're not going to be able to get every single thing, but it looks interesting. So check it out for yourselves, folks. Fallout season 2 on Amazon Prime Video. 8 episodes out right now. All right, so there you go. Just had to get confirmation. All right. All right, I'm about to wrap up right here, man. This has been interesting. This has been very interesting right here. Um, all right, we're gonna go into stream choices on the go, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right, man. Y'all know the routine. Y'all know the routine. Let me know in the comments, especially follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Threads alongside with Instagram, and of course I'll try my best to put some more updates on Facebook, on the page, all that stuff. And yes, follow the podcast on Threads alongside with Instagram, alongside with my other shows that I'm slowly returning to, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, my sports platform, and my review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, which is also going to be returning real soon. All right. So, and also you can follow your homie right here, the creator, host with the most, um, Lawton, Queens, New York native, on Instagram as well, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. So there you have it right there. And make sure you turn your notifications so you'll be notified on when I'll be on Instagram Live trying to record each podcast episode. All right. So yeah, there you have it. There you have it right there, man. All right. If you go to my link tree, you're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms. There's links to audio streaming platforms you can easily download to your iPhones, your Android phones, iPads, Android tablets, alongside with laptops, which includes Apple and Dell laptop models included. All right. So, and yes, what you're gonna see in my link tree is going to include Odyssey, Odyssey, Audible, Audioverse, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM podcast, Overhaul FM podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Pod Bay, Pod Friend, Podhound, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Pod Chaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snipped, Spotify for podcasters, um, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for where you can listen to music, radio, and podcasts for free. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio or any other streaming platforms that I just mentioned right there, man. You just be sure to subscribe on every streaming platform, including iHeartRadio, alongside with my other two shows, including this show right here. Um, and also YouTube, man. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, alongside with my other YouTube channel podcast pages, Meticulous Values Podcast, my sports YouTube channel page, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks Podcast, and of course G Money Stacks 555. Um, be sure to be sure to um click on alerts so you be notified on each new podcast recording and where it's going to be uploaded to the YouTube channel pages, and you can catch up on the episode, the live episodes on the YouTube channel pages. I have it in the playlist. I made a playlist, which is off the Meet Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast episodes. So you can't really miss that right there. You can't miss that. All right. You can't miss that. So it's under live and it's in my playlist. So you can't really miss that. Um so yeah, man. So stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes for you to catch up on. And of course, be sure to listen, stream, watch the episodes, share the episodes, share the videos. Be sure to um be sure to tell a friend to another friend, alongside with sharing um my link tree, alongside with spreading the word to everybody, especially to those um that are listeners and all that other stuff. You can tell your friends, your husband, tell your friends, tell your friends, your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, the people you are cool with, um, and wherever you meet new people. And this is um and and this is basically the number one podcast show that I ever started. Um, this is the number one podcast show right here. You could have listened to any podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to my New York Avenue podcast platform right here. Um, so so I appreciate every single one of you folks out there for listening and watching on YouTube. be sure to subscribe. Be sure to click on alerts so you'll be notified, and also add the podcast to your playlists like Spotify and other streaming platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. So that way you'll be notified on each new episode on a weekly basis. I'm slowly getting back, so you folks out there have to be patient with me, man. You know what I mean? I have to sort things out. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, there you have it right there, folks, man. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening to episode 330, dedicated to the In and Out Burger, where all these crazy ass drivers waiting 8 hours just to get a burger and fries and all this other crazy stuff, man. And also be sure to comment below on the YouTube channel page, and alongside with Instagram, and alongside I'm going to be posting on Threads as well in a couple of minutes. You tell me what you thought about the topics in today's episode and previous prior episodes that I did. All right. Um so there you have it right there, man. I'll be back with the next episode, which is 331. Um, if not tomorrow, most likely I'll try to see if I can record on Saturday. So you know what I mean? And I'm probably gonna drop episode 330 and 331 on Monday, because I'm trying to do some catching up here actually, so I can actually keep growing this shit. So, and gather more new topics for you folks um out there, so I can actually, you know, make sure that I don't run out of things to talk about, and I don't want to do this to anybody that's actually listening right there. And also remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a silver platter, okay? So, and also, I always like to say this though, man. Don't let anybody stop you from following your goals and dreams. And most importantly, folks, you can't put a price on your well-being as far as your mental health, which includes spiritual, which includes the mental part, the emotional part, the physical part, all that great stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you know, look for your niche, and find something that clicks to you, that makes sense. Follow your heart, that gets you into that makes you smile creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. So um I'm up out of here, man. I am going to drop 330 and 331 on Monday. 329, last episode I dropped was on a Friday. So, you know what I mean? So stay tuned for new episodes, new topics, wild, crazy, fun topics whatsoever. I do apologize for not recording the past couple of days. I wanted to make sure that my mind is right. Um, as far as, like, you know, the whole bullying situation, which I already addressed twice already. Um, and you know, providing y'all with new topics while surfing the net and all that great stuff right there. And I hope y'all are being careful out there. Not just being aware of your surroundings, but just be careful out there, and don't let anybody try to stop you from going to your destination and whatnot. So hold on 1 second here. Yes, peace and one love, man. And I will see y'all next time in the next episode, man. 331 will be next alongside with other episodes that I have on standby. And I hope y'all enjoy yourselves, enjoy your weekend. Oh, brother. Fucking planes. Before I get up out of here, whatever places that I didn't get a chance to talk about, I will discuss that in the next episode. So stay tuned for that one right there. I got something to talk about in regards to what's going on in April on the week of the 19th, which is next week. So I got y'all with that. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, man, if you missed out on anything, don't worry. Everything's on YouTube and uploaded. I will be dropping this episode along with 331 on Monday. The last episode, which was 329, was on a Friday. So I got y'all with that. Peace and one love. Be safe out there and make sure you do what works for you, not what other people are telling you to do, like your parents. All right. And of course, man, I'll be covering CinemaCon and other things in the future. So don't worry about that one right there. Peace out. One love. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.